So, okay, you guys, it seemed like Rita is not tired with Zuchu. It seemed like Rita still wants the smoke, okay? Y'all remember it was Zuchu that came for her first. Well, we all know, those who have been keeping up with this story, Zuchu first started throwing shade at Rita because you'll remember when Rita initially came with the story that her and Diamond had a thing, Zuchu went on her platform and throw shade about, people who can't not pay their bills. She only received apology on form of payment and stuff like that. And people took it as shade, right? Since then, she's been throwing slick shade here and there. Until, of course, Rita also started doing the same. But what Zuchu did yesterday, it was like, yeah, let's go, girl. Like, I'm here for this. And that is exactly what happened, where Rita was like, okay, you're taking it there? Okay, girl, I'm ready. I got what it takes. And since yesterday, Zuchu haven't said anything. Many people still believe that Zuchu is waiting for her show that will happen in a few days so that she can respond just like she normally respond. And I feel like it will be a bad idea because so far Rita is winning. I mean, there are so many clips online which I'm going to play to you, include some clips that can prove what Rita was saying about Diamond telling Rita about Zuchu having a disease down on the cookie might as well be true. So the last time I checked on Rita, right, she posted these videos right here, and the lyrics and how she was doing the song on the car, it was more like telling Zuchu, girl, are you tired already? Like, I'm still here. I still want us to keep going. Like, are you tired? Because I'm not. Okay? Of course, we're still waiting. So Mwajaku did a story about it because you all know that this is what's trending and people are talking about it, of course. And this video right here is trending. Honey, people are talking about it, especially since Rita talked about Zuchu having a cookie issue that is itchy. And Mwajaku talked about it on the radio station, and this is what he had to say. And for the first time, I must admit that I 100% agree with Mwajaku that Zuchu did not do her calculations well. You don't go back and forth with somebody who's beneath you. First of all, let's listen.
Kwa mara ya kwanza Zuchu anatoa pointi za bure kwa Kidoti, ex wa mpenzi wake, kutoa siri za ndani za Zuchu na watu wakarudisha nguo za Zuchu za zamani. Uliona Zuchu alovaa gauni nyeusi ya njano ile? Wakati anaimba alijishika hapa chini ya kiuno. Alafu yule ex akasema, mimi nina mapungufu yako yote, mbali ya uchafu uliokuwa nao, lakini unawashwa kwenye mguu, usiwashwe chini ya kitovu. Watu wanafasiri maradhi. Kuto kulala, kupiga simu za usiku wakati tupo tumepumzika tunaziona, alafu simu inafunikwa, unaambiwa wewe msubufu. Ni kweli Bizura anapiga simu. Mimi mzisafiri naye kwenda Qatar, ni tabia yake kumpigia mwandani wake. Hata juzi wakati anarusha kibao kata, kumbe ni mwandani, alionekana ni anapiga video call, na kumbe ndio tabia yake kupiga video call. Sasa amempa pointi yule binti na akamdhihirishia tu kodi imeshalipwa mapema. Ni fedheha kubwa sana. Mimi hapa ndipo nataka niongee na Zuchu.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? And somebody might say, when people are fighting, people can lie, which I talked about yesterday. But Diamond have a tendency of talking to the lady that she's smashing about the baby mamas, or even the lady that she's dating who happened to have been Zuchu. There's this clip that is making circulations on TikTok of where Zari is calling out Diamond for telling Fantana her business. Or basically Zari is saying that when me and Fantana were going back and forth, Fantana told me that Diamond told her something that if I hear, I will have a stroke. So that got me feeling like, hold on a minute. Diamond definitely have a tendency of talking trash about people that is in his life, to the people that he's potentially sharing bed with. I don't know, to make them feel like they should do all the styles to outdo the current one. I don't know why he's using that. Maybe to make them feel like you can substitute the person that I'm with because they're not doing enough. Or I don't know if Diamond is thinking that one day these women can actually come to talk and one might actually tell the other that Diamond actually told me this about you. But anyway, without further ado, let me play you that clip of Zari and Fantana confronting Diamond about what Diamond told Fantana about Zari. Honey, it's a lot, okay? This is something that Diamond Platnumz has been doing for such a long time, but because it's not been documented, people are always here saying, but anyway, let's listen to this first of all.
The thing is here, Fantana at the Polos, we're having a back and forth thing, and she says, there's a whole lot of things that Diamond told me about you that if I told you, you'd get a stroke.
Of course, with that, people are saying that what Rita is saying about Zuchu might be true, because Rita told Zuchu, Diamond told me so much about you, girl, you need to pipe it down. This is not your fight, Miss Mamas. You might get a straight one because I have a couple of rounds on the chamber for you. You know what I'm saying? So Zuchu should just continue keeping quiet. For the people who Zuchu's fans who are saying we can't wait for the show to happen so that Zuchu can drag Miss Rita on the podium or on stage, I feel like it will be a bad idea, because Rita will now come up with the truths and the lies, and because Diamond have this history of talking about women that he's with, people will not even know which one is the true and which one is the lie, and people will just label Zuchu anyhow. The last thing Zuchu need is all this negativity. I feel like Zuchu is not even gaining something on Rita. People are now waking up on Rita. Like, I saw this story on some of biggest blogs in Kenya, and people are checking out. Like, Rita is adding his following. Rita now is on Snapchat. Like, baby girl is doing that thing. You know what I'm saying? So whoever is managing Zuchu, just go and tell Zuchu that going on stage and continuing with this story, a bad idea, okay?
Babu, kwanza Zuchu hajaolewa na Nasibu. Kwa nini aanze kugombana na michepuko ya Diamond Platnumz? Zuchu yeye sio mke wa Nasibu, sio mke wa Diamond Platnumz. Anapata wapi hizo gati za kwanza kugombana na michepuko ya Diamond Platnumz? Lakini pia that was a cheap performance. Ilikuwa very cheap.
And of course, you all know that my mother wasn't going to keep quiet. And I don't even understand why is Zuchu going back and forth with these women as if, Diamond is her husband. Like, at this point, I feel like Zuchu should just do Zuchu. Because I won't be surprised if Diamond is yet with another person. Because ever since this story started, Diamond haven't said anything. Yeah, I understand it's not in his place to put out this fire, but he's the one who started this fire. He's the one who literally pit these women against each other. If Diamond did not, keep his things in the pants, if he only did that, allow Rita to do her job and walk away, I'm sure Zuchu and Rita could have never even met or exchanged words. Everybody could have just been doing their own thing, or even if they became friends, they could have been industry friends, and that's it. But because Diamond Platnumz is just Diamond Platnumz and he does whatever he pleases, I'm sure he's somewhere enjoying all this. Trust you me, these are the typical narcissists where these things like this make them aroused. Things like women fighting about them make them feel so good. When you are their women and you're looking at them, they look at you like they're so devastated that they hurt you, that they put you through this situation. But trust you me, low-key, they feel like they just want to work. Just saying, yo. Anyway, it is what it is. Tell me how you all feel about it down in the comment section. I saw Mangi talk about it. I saw many big blogs from TZ talk about this situation. Radio stations talk about it. Beach Call avoided talk about it because you all know that they still have a scuffle with Zuchu. And right now, they can't afford to be in that space. But anyway, it is what it is. Tell me how you all feel about it down in the comment section. That's just about that. Until another story pop up, we had to stop here. Anyway, keep it classy. Let me see you on the next one.